Hi there! Welcome to Switch Mania. I am Clarence and we'll talk about the best Nintendo Switch games on sale. We will be covering the UK, EU, US, Australia, and Canada eShop. But first and foremost, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you want to see more of this series, please leave a like, remember to subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell to receive future notifications. Likes and subscriptions help keep the channel alive. First on our list is The World Next Door. The World Next Door isn't a groundbreaking title, but it's worth a look for those looking for something a little different. The puzzle combat system is entertaining, but it could have used a little more work to flesh it out. Even though the ending isn't particularly exciting, the journey throughout the story is. The game takes about 4 hours to complete, so it's not time consuming. Because there is no set number of hours that a game must be, saying a game is too long or too short is frustratingly subjective and difficult to explain to others. I can say that The World Next Door is so unique and entertaining that it's a shame Jun's adventure has to come to an end when it does. Next is Garden Story. Garden Story's adventure is adorable. After you defeat the first boss, the game becomes easier and more enjoyable. You don't always have to do crazy things to save the world. Garden Story demonstrates that it is possible to help people and rebuild a community in a more relaxed manner. Despite some annoying parts, if you can get past them, you'll find a charming game. The game loop can be repetitive, but you can play it in such small chunks that you might enjoy picking it up every day for a quick fix. There's a lot of room for a sequel here, but I think the next one could benefit from some editing. Garden Story appears to have a lot to offer, but it can be a lot to take in for such a short adventure. Garden Story is a fantastic and original take on the genre of sim-adventure games that you should check out. Next up, The Company Man. The Company Man story unfolds exactly as I predicted, but in a good way. Even though the floors appeared to be different, they don't play that differently. Boss battles are entertaining and varied enough that I look forward to them at the end of each floor. Some of the leveling methods seemed a little slow to me, but I only have minor complaints about the game to send to HR. The Company Man is a fun platformer with beautiful hand-drawn graphics. The character designs are impressive. The boss fights are real and each boss has a unique appearance. However, there are some issues with the game's design, most notably the inability to aim projectiles or duck. This will force you to reconsider how you will deal with some of the more difficult bosses. The Company Man is a lovely action platformer with a lot of characters. Foro Studio added social commentary to the game which greatly improved it. Next is Haiku, the robot. For those who have never played a Metroidvania game before, Haiku the robot could be a good choice. It is simple to understand, has a good story that will leave you wanting more, and has fun gameplay. You will undoubtedly feel like a random robot attempting to save its home from a random virus, and Arcadia will almost certainly care enough to search every damn corner for every last collectible. Haiku the robot is an excellent reimagining of a tired genre. It moves quickly, is difficult, has a lot of charm, and is almost always entertaining to explore. Despite its flaws, it deserves to be ranked among the best in its genre. Overall, Haiku the robot is a unique and entertaining experience. The Metroidvania formula is used to its full potential. This is a game that everyone should play, not just fans of the genre. It's an excellent location for your hard-earned spare parts. Next is Lonesome Village. Lonesome Village is a fantastic blend of Zelda and Animal Crossing style games. It tries to be different at times, but the effort isn't always enough to make us forget about the other games. Lonesome Village combines a charming new story for a cozy sim with a very creative puzzle game. The entire game has a cute art style and a relaxing atmosphere. Despite its issues, I still recommend the game, but save frequently to avoid losing your progress. Lonesome Village combines elements of life sim legends and numerous references to Zelda into a very cute package. Even if it doesn't have the most interesting story, it will keep you interested and calm you down even if you only play it for a short time. Next up, Urban Flow. Urban Flow is the best kind of puzzle game. It's simple to learn but difficult to master, and it was designed to work well on the hardware it's based on. It's not perfect, but it has so much to offer and is so well done in some places that it's easy to overlook its flaws. It's a fantastic addition to the Switch library and exemplifies why this console is so good at what it does. Urban Flow is a fun game that you can play alone or with others. Its straightforward premise is used brilliantly to create a challenging, fast-paced, and always rewarding experience. In real life, traffic lights can be aggravating, but not in Urban Flow. Urban Flow accomplishes its goal of being highly addictive casual visual game, and I'm still not sure if I haven't played something similar before, but if I have, it was probably not nearly as good at traffic management as this game is. Next is Crypt of the NecroDancer, Nintendo Switch Edition. Crypt of the NecroDancer is an excellent dungeon crawler for the Nintendo Switch, with excellent rhythm mechanics. If you haven't played this fantastic indie game yet, now is your chance. It adds a new twist to a classic type of game by combining the best parts of rhythm games and dungeon crawler games. The overall appearance isn't great, but the story is intriguing and there are a lot of different characters. This, combined with the fantastic soundtrack and simple mechanics, makes it an experience not to be missed. In the end, Crypt of the NecroDancer is a fun game. You hop on, listen to some cool music, and solve a lot of problems along the way. Despite the fact that each run is unique, I always felt in command. Crypt of the NecroDancer is difficult to grasp at first, but once you do, it's one of the most intriguing games available on the Nintendo Switch eShop. Next up, Rhythm Fighter. Rhythm Fighter is a solid roguelike with an unexpected number of different ways to play each run. From the characters to the weapons to the abilities to the various types of enemies, there's something for everyone. Everything comes together to form a really enjoyable game that is well worth your time. Rhythm Fighter works very well on Switch because it incorporates both music and chaos into short bursts of gameplay. Because it has so many different characters, random events, and possible game systems, it's a great fit for the handheld. Rhythm Fighters is a fun and creative roguelike game that will keep you entertained for quite some time. Put on your headphones, relax, and listen to some funky beats while you beat up bad vegetables for entertainment. Next is Necrobarista Final Pour. Necrobarista Final Pour is a compelling and, dare I say, thought-provoking story about dealing with what comes after. The story is told in an unusual manner, and the characters are easily relatable. It's similar to hanging out with a group of friends at a coffee shop and catching up on life. Even if you don't like visual novels, you should play Necrobarista. The comedy is excellent, and the discussions about loss are insightful. The new side stories and text entries are excellent additions that are on par with the main story. Even with the DLC content, I wished for more of the terminal's employees and customers because I adored them. In the studio mode, you have complete access to the game's engine, which is both fascinating and nearly impossible to comprehend. I know visual novels are difficult to get into, but Necrobarista's style and charm make it worthwhile. Just a quick reminder, 85% of you guys are not yet subscribed to the channel. If you are enjoying the videos and not subscribed yet, why not? You're coming back anyways. With all that said, let's get back to the video. Next up, Cyber Protocol. Even though the level layouts vary greatly, you can't help but feel like you're playing the same level. There aren't many checkpoints in some of these levels, and it's easy to die. So it's not uncommon to have to repeat the same section several times before you get the timing and pattern right. However, that may be of interest to some. Pac-Man is one of the most addictive and popular games of all time, so even though Cyber Protocol isn't exact copy, it's a good place to start if you're going to copy from anywhere. The escape the maze puzzles in Cyber Protocol are simple at first, but they quickly become more difficult by adding twists and new ways to do things. This neon-colored puzzle game with a synth soundtrack features single-player and multiplayer modes, as well as a large number of levels. It's easy to say that Cyber Protocol is more about appearance than substance, but with this much style, that's not always a bad thing. Next is Indigo 7, Quest for Love. Indigo 7 Quest for Love's puzzle formula is enjoyable and manages to be both simple to learn and difficult to master. It's not the best game ever, but it's well made and full of heart. The jokes are mostly amusing, and the story mode is entertaining to watch and useful for learning. It's a shame that online play isn't included, given how much fun it is to play with other people. Hopefully that will be possible in the future. Indigo 7 is a fantastic game that offers excellent value for money. The writing in Indigo 7 may not win many awards, but I'll be damned if I can find another arcade puzzle game with such much charm and as many reasons to keep playing. This experience, like the excellent Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, keeps me from putting down my Switch. Next up, Joggernauts. Joggernauts is a difficult but also simple work that will captivate any player who picks up a Joy-Con and begins playing it right away. Anyone looking for a fun game with a unique but still enjoyable gameplay should check this one out. Despite its cute and colorful appearance, Joggernauts is a difficult co-op platformer that rewards quick thinking and communication with other players. If that sounds appealing, hurry over to the eShop and give it a try. Joggernauts can be viewed in several ways, but the best is a party game. It is very silly and has the same tone and style as Lovers in a Dangerous Spacetime. This game is designed for 4 friends to mess around and tease each other other while working together to complete difficult platforming challenges. It doesn't last as long or function as well as a solo game, but that's secondary to how much fun it is to play with others. Next is Double Cross. The whole thing is just a lot of fun to play. Despite the fact that the game is brand new, it has a similar feel to many of the older platforming games. The combat is surprisingly deep, and the platforming is both enjoyable and challenging. Everything is in perfect harmony. The game is fantastic because the plot and characters are all compelling enough to keep you playing. It is without a doubt one of the best platformers I have played. I thoroughly enjoyed Double Cross. It has excellent combat and visuals, and the various worlds are designed in an imaginative manner. All of these factors combine to make it a truly unique and exciting game. Next up, Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion is a silly little game with a bunch of cute characters. This game is ideal for fans of the 2D Zelda series. However, the internet jokes and lack of extra content may take the overall experience less enjoyable. If you think being a danger to society is a harmless and easy thing to do, Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion will make you laugh a lot. This game is a true masterpiece that requires little thought to enjoy. All you have to do is grab your controller and pretend to be a turnip trying to avoid all adult responsibilities. Because the game was released so close to the end of tax season, I'd like to believe that Turnip Boy was released in purpose as a joke or to escape reality. At the same time, it's probably a good reminder for everyone to file their taxes by the end of the month. Next is Bite the Bullet. Bite the Bullet is a fun run-and-gun game with the added bonus of being able to eat. Long levels may appear to be a good idea, but they frequently felt too much. The level objectives were also a welcome addition to the genre, but I struggled to complete them due to their length. Bite the Bullet may be a good choice for fans of run-and-gun games. You might not want to play this if you don't like run-and-gun games. Despite its flaws, Bite the Bullet is a fun game that Metal Slug fans should check out. The game looks great, but the controls and gameplay are lacking. Still, there's enough here to keep you interested for the duration of the campaign. It's a fun little game with 50 levels, so those looking for more than a quick fix will find plenty to keep them busy. Its unique eating style provides players with enough disgusting things to do to keep them interested and wanting to see how strange things can get. Next up, Blue Fire. Blue Fire is a 3D platformer that has everything I didn't realize I needed. Because it wasn't just platforming challenges, the combat kept me interested. Secrets and collectibles do not block off sections of the map, but they do make it more enjoyable to explore because they complement Umbra's abilities. It's entertaining to play 3D Mario, but at the end of the day, you're still probably going to have to save a princess and collect useless stars. Blue Fire provides a storyline but allows you to explore the penumbra on your own. This Metroidvania-inspired approach really worked for me, making this 3D platformer feel distinct in a way that few others have kept in the last decade. Even though the Switch's performance isn't great and it frequently crashes, I kept returning to see what else was hidden in this world. Blue Fire has piqued my interest in what these developers will do next, and I can't wait to see what they come up with. Next is Cyberhook. I can't express how much fun I had playing Cyberhook. It has short levels that allow it to be played at any time of the day. The game runs flawlessly on the Nintendo Switch, making it a joy to play from start to finish. Its open, free-form level design makes it enjoyable to explore, and I feel so good and I complete a level that I sometimes replay it to find the best route and earn that 3-star rating. Cyberhook is an excellent choice if you want a game that is simple to learn, has arcade-style replayability, and simply feels great to play on the Nintendo Switch. I'm not sure what else to say except that I'm hooked on this one. Things only feel clunky and awkward in Cyberhook when they slow down. This is usually like getting a shot of adrenaline right in the eye. And last but not the least, Swords and Soldiers. Swords and Soldiers has returned to the Nintendo Switch, and the result is a fun and addictive game that improves when played with more than one person. However, it could benefit greatly from an online feature. Because it has a well thought out strategic element and is simple to play, Swords and Soldiers on the Nintendo Switch can be very interesting and fun experience. Swords and Soldiers isn't a new game, and the fact that it's been around for a while and is available on so many platforms may have made you forget about it. Despite the fact that Two Tribes has previously appeared on many Nintendo consoles, its amusing blend of real-time strategy and resource management is just as entertaining, silly, and rewarding today as it was in 2009. It appears a little blurry in some places, but the concept is simple, making it ideal for playing on the go. That's all guys, I hope this video was helpful in deciding which game to play. And thank you for checking out the list. Please remember to subscribe and we'll see you at the next one.